Hello and welcome to BJA Today. I have the pleasure of being at an absolutely fantastic event, Women in Film and Television Atlanta, which I am on the board, so I'm excited about that too because it's my second go round. The reason I like being on the board is because I get to meet and greet some of the dearest people in the film and television industry. And this lady is no stranger. If you've got your after SAG card, you got to know this woman, Melissa Goodman. Melissa, thank you so much for being here.
It's a pleasure. I'm just delighted to see you.
I know.
It's been years. I've known BJ and her husband for many years. We won't go back with that many years. But yeah.
Mum's the word.
Yes. But
you know, the industry in Atlanta and across the country has changed so dramatically. But when you began some 35 plus years ago, isn't that something? There wasn't such a buzz in Georgia, and certainly not Atlanta. We are now seeing things happening in this film industry that we've never seen before in our own state. Speak to us about what it's like to see the growth in Georgia.
the growth is just amazing to me. I mean, I'm going to say this later in my little speech that I'm giving as an honoree here tonight. I'm delighted to be included here, but there was a time when Deliverance was the big thing filming up the road. And now, at any given time, we have between 30 and 40 television shows, film productions, indie productions, content that people do by themselves. We have the big Marvel stuff. I mean, it's just heartwarming. Our membership has more than tripled.
Wow.
Since 2014.
Wow.
In 8 years. I now have a membership from 800 that's upwards of 3,500.
Oh my goodness.
With a staff of 4 people. I don't know how we do it.
I don't know.
And we do it well. And we fight for people's rights. And, back in the day, anything went. That's not happening anymore. We have to be protective of our members on set, of the crew, the camera people, the directors, of everybody. So we formed an alliance with other union reps so that when there's safety issues, we're there. One of us reacts, one of us jumps in, calls the other people, and we're there. So it's good for all of us, not just the actors on the set, but for everybody in that room.
When we think about it's not just the actors, it is an industry, as you said, it has changed. It's not just about the actors, it's about the entire production. But now we're looking at how these films, these series that are shot in Atlanta, in the Georgia area, have affected our economy tremendously.
Absolutely. I mean, last year was, $4.5 billion in economic growth to the industry. My husband sells men's clothes into little shops. He tells me these shows come into town, go into these little stores and buy
Hundreds of thousands.
Right, dollars worth of clothing to dress people. I mean, it's from taxi drivers, Uber drivers, Lyft, hotels, restaurateurs, everybody. I mean, it's dry cleaning, it's everything. I mean, it has affected every single person from the bottom up.
Wow.
I'm in my neighborhood at a neighborhood picnic. Someone is telling me they're an art director on set, they're a rigger, they're a line person, they're lighting.
So all of these jobs have come to Georgians. That's the important thing. How do we keep a strong foundation like this in Georgia? Is it only about the tax incentives?
So, I mean, I'm going to say this. I mean, we were asked that question recently. If you have a good tax incentive, they will come.
Yes.
I mean, I'm just going to say that.
Yes.
However, with the tax incentive, we built an infrastructure. That infrastructure is what is so important here. We have all the studios. We have more space than, it will soon be bigger than LA soon, that we have more square footage of space.
Yes.
Which is phenomenal. So they'll still come. I mean, we have to keep the tax incentives. So please, your voice matters. In January, February, when the legislative body is in session, let your representative. No, we need to keep that incentive here. And it's not, if you're not in the film industry, it's not just about us.
It's
about
all the other businesses.
All Georgia.
Yes.
It's all of us. It has affected every single person.
This has been a phenomenal time to watch. I came here as a college student and saw
I was a talent agent.
Yeah, you were. And
know.
so I remember all the things that occurred and how we were all like, oh, wow, what is it? What is it? In the Heat of the Night is here. Oh, wow. And I auditioned for that. I remember that very well with a wonderful lady, Kathy Hardigree.
Yeah.
Had got me involved with that.
Right.
And there's so many wonderful agents,
And
producers.
Shay
Griffin.
Shay Griffin
Oh, my gosh.
did casting for that.
Yes.
And the two people that you mentioned are former presidents in the
Of
80s
Women in
of
Film.
Women in Film and Television Atlanta. So
Such a great history.
we all have gone way back, and as we're here speaking about empowering women, I like to say empowering everybody.
Yes.
Because we're all inclusive.
Yes.
But
And it's so important.
it is Women in Film and Television Atlanta tonight. Those were two women that were my mentors that
Yes.
helped in a time when it was harder for women to rise up in that business, much harder. And, you know, they mentored me, and I was a talent agent, and then I went on to be like a membership person at a desk at SAG-AFTRA, and here I'm the executive director for well over 30 years, older than most of you watching are.
You know, it's so gratifying.
I love it. I still
It's
love
so
it.
gratifying.
I still
It really
get a
is.
light in my life just from talking about what I do. It's just so exciting to me.
Well, it's a pleasure to honor you this evening at Women in Film and Television's 48th gala. 48 years of honoring women, honoring men as well,
Honoring men as well.
and
I'd like to
honoring
say.
those who have put their hands to this incredible industry.
Thank you.
And
thank
helped.
you for what you've done on
Oh.
your show. And you know,
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And it's just a blessing to see you. And, you know, out of this, look at what you've done. Broadcasting. is
Broadcasting
everything.
started it all, right? I love it. I love
And,
it.
you know,
Thank you.
SAG-AFTRA represents everyone from
Yes.
broadcasters to puppeteers to stunt performers to those car drivers to people falling off buildings. Everybody, radio personalities. So, you know, it's just
Melissa, thank
everywhere.
you.
Thank
you so much for being here. I love you. I always have. And just thank you for shining a light
Thank you.
on the way to go for people who are just ready to jump into this field. You guys, if you don't know, Georgia has the film and television industry on lock, and Women in Film and Television Atlanta, the gala is going to show you more and more and more. We've got great things to come. We'll be back.
Thank you.